The narrative commences as Spider-Man, represented by his blind attorney Murdock, finds himself entangled in a court battle. Mr. Dingus, the opposing counsel, vehemently objects to Spider-Man's bail, citing a potential flight risk due to his masked identity. In a counter-argument, Mr. Murdock assures the court that his firm is prepared to furnish a $2 million bond to ensure the defendant's presence throughout the trial. Doubts arise as to whom the bond is being posted for, given Spider-Man's concealed identity. Murdock contends that his dual role as a bondsman and an officer of the court should be sufficient assurance. He highlights Spider-Man's contributions in capturing numerous criminals and supervillains, asserting that incarceration would expose him to mortal danger at the hands of his enemies. Intriguingly, a person named Matthew Dowd emerges, expressing a desire to intervene in the civil case between Ryan Maxwell and Spider-Man, alias John Doe. Dowd files a motion, urging the court to unveil Spider-Man's true identity, which he believes is vital to their lawsuit's progress. During a recess, Spider-Man confides in his lawyer, questioning whether the court has the authority to unmask him. Mr. Murdock clarifies that the Superhuman Registration Act forbids the police from revealing superheroes' identities, but a favorable court ruling could override this constraint. Unease sets in for Spider-Man, fearing the possibility of losing to a mere lawyer despite having vanquished numerous supervillains. As the court session resumes, Matthew Dowd argues that there is no constitutional right to don spandex and masks. In response, Spider-Man's lawyer rebuts by citing the 14th Amendment's protection of privacy, drawing from the Griswold v. Connecticut case. Mr. Dingus contends that Congress's passage of the Superheroes Registration Act implies their favor toward unmasking superheroes. However, Murdock points out that Congress lacks judicial authority and informs the court of their appeal to the Supreme Court against the Registration Act. Interrupting, Matthew Dowd argues that this is irrelevant to his case, likening the situation to a hit-and-run incident where identifying the driver is crucial. He asserts his right to uncover the person behind the mask. In response, Murdock requests a 23-hour recess to strategize. When the court reconvenes, Murdock concurs with Dowd's analogy to a hit-and-run, but questions the relevance of unmasking Spider-Man, as multiple individuals could have worn the costume on the day in question. Dowd must prove the specific individual inside the costume for unmasking to have evidentiary value. During the proceedings, several other individuals dressed as Spider-Man appear in the court, showcasing their acrobatics and web shooting skills. Dowd tries to object, but the judge denies his request. Seizing the moment, Murdock urges the judge to rule in favor of Spider-Man, citing Dowd's failure to substantiate his allegations. Ultimately, the judge delivers a verdict in Spider-Man's favor, prohibiting Dowd from refiling the case once evidence identifies the true wearer of the spandex. However, Spider-Man remains incarcerated, awaiting his pending criminal trial. In a grateful exchange, Spider-Man expresses appreciation to Murdock, inquiring about the origin of the other Spider-Men. Murdock cryptically reveals that he found friends willing to reciprocate, implying a favor Spider-Man once did for him. He playfully mentions that Spider-Man will receive a bill, encompassing the costs of all the costumes utilized. Before parting ways, Murdock reminds Spider-Man to read the book American Criminal Law, a thoughtful gift he had previously bestowed upon him.